My name's Zach. This is my $600 piece of junk Dodge Stealth ES 1995. And on this series, we're going to be rebuilding it, showing you how to do it, and seeing if you can find any affordable fun cars in 2026, the big 26. So yeah, let me show you this car. Let's get into it. So welcome inside. This is my Dodge Stealth ES, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about the car, a little story behind the car, and what the plans are for this thing. So I got this car for $600. It was on a coin flip. I was gonna get it for a lot cheaper. I was hoping this would be a crazy rebuild series for like $200, but I lost the coin flip. So I got this thing for $600. Now, the plans for it are, I got a surprise coming. You'll just have to stay tuned later in the series. But currently, we're going to be doing a full suspension rebuild, front, rear, and motor rebuild. We're going to do timing. We're going to do head gaskets, and we're going to really clean up that engine bay, which you guys will see. Inside here, the car's not in terrible shape. Like, door panels, you know, they're going to need some work. Inside, the carpet and some other things are going to need some work, but it's not too bad. Headliner has definitely seen better days, but it'll be alright. And I'm really excited for what's going to come with this build. Now, it doesn't have any radio or something, but I got plans for that. You know, shift knob boot, all that kind of cool stuff. We'll figure it out as we go along. But, yeah, this is inside here. And let me show you that engine bay, so let's head out there. Yeah, over here, you can see why there's no belts. It's because you started the alternator and it was too hard to do because there's no room. So I have already taken off the passenger side and I have gotten that out. So now we're going to do the driver's side, and I saw there's like no videos on these cars. So I'm going to show you guys how to take off the driver or the passenger side. It's the same on the drivers. There's really no difference, so you guys can know. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to drop the footage now. So let's get started. Here we have a 21mm on these lug nuts, and there are 5 of them. Now this side didn't have a security key on it, the other side did. Typically, if you look, it's in your glove box. If it's lost, you can get them at AutoZone, the keys, universal ones, or you can just drill them out. So we're gonna get into that, and once we get that off, we're gonna use our brake lines. We're gonna get those off with a 10mm and a 14mm up top. But that's enough of me talking. The whole goal is to just get the caliper off and get the rotor off so we can get access to our wheel hub. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so if you look here, we now have this all off. So earlier we had to hit the rotor off, so Russ welded on here. The next course of action will be to take this nut off. Once we get that nut off, we will do this one down here. Oh, apparently it's up here. My bad. Up here. And we'll do that. We'll hit that out. We'll get that free. Once we get that free, we should be able to get this hub out and take the shock out. The brake fluid, I didn't have any on the other side, so I thought there was none in the car, but I guess there was some. And if you were looking for the caliper bolts, they are right here. So here and here is where those caliper bolts are. Also, I want to let you guys know, I'm only using come-in hand tools, really. The only thing I'm going to use an impact for is to get this off. I know this is chrome. It is a size 1 1/4. It fits right over, but do not use chrome. Don't do what I do. Get an impact socket. I just have this, and I don't feel like messing around with it. My other recommendation, buy this on Amazon. It was like $4 shipped to the door. Makes all your brake lines so much easier. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, we're gonna impact this off and keep going. So let's get to it. So right here, what you're seeing is we're trying to get off that axle nut. Comes off real easy with the impact. And then we're going to go for the outer tie rod bolt. We just used a 14mm to get that off, and we just break that off real easy. And then once we get that off, we are going to be using our impact just to finish it off. Then once we get that, we're just going to mess with some brake lines and hit it out. My recommendation is to put the nut back on after you back it out and hit that, just so you don't damage the threads. But yeah, that's all. This is your wheel speed sensor. So if you have a 1995 model, do not remove it from this bolt right here. I know it's tempting, but don't do it. Down here, there are 2 bolts. You're going to take these 2 off, because if you take just these 2 off, you will take the whole bracket out. This wheel speed sensor is like $850, and your car will not be happy. It will flash all sorts of lights. It won't let you go over certain speeds. It'll go in limp mode. You need these sensors, so don't break them unless you have a delete kit. So there's 2 bolts down here, and those are the ones I would go with. So that's where we're gonna take them off. So you won't see it, but I will take those off down there. All right, let's get back to it. just so you know, this is your camber bolt. It's supposed to have a specific mark. You're supposed to paint pen it. I'm putting in new shocks, so I'm gonna have to get in alignment anyways, so that's why I did it that way. I do recommend you use an impact and something else to hold it on the other side. And when you hit it, like I did earlier, you should put the washer back on, so when you hit it, it just pops out like that, and you can keep reusing the screw, because the manufacturer ones are the best ones to use for your camber adjustment. So just so you all know. We have to impact this bolt out, and this is our lower ball joint. After we do that, we will be tackling, I don't know, we'll figure it out, whatever we feel like. Maybe we'll get the shock out of the way, because I don't really want it in my face anymore, because we're going to take the control arm out. We're also going to take the CV axle out, so let's work on that. Okay, so how I had to get this was a struggle, right? I had to put the top bolt back in. I had to move the CV axle all the way over. So if you plan on redoing your CV axle, the only thing I can say is you got to do this step earlier. Mine was really rusted, so I didn't want to snap it. But you put this in, you basically with one hand hold here, the other hand you smack this, and eventually it will break. Okay, so we're gonna try and take out this sway bar link right here. The reason I'm thinking is because it might be connecting its sway bar, preventing it from dropping. So we're gonna try this. It's 12 and 14 on the bottom. Let's impact it off, see what happens. What's up, YouTube? It's day 2 after yesterday. I fought with that thing for hours and hours. So, I think we're just gonna go nuclear with the Sawzall and cut it off, because I already have a replacement one. I don't need to save this one, and it's rounded out, so there's no way I'm getting it out without doing this. So it is what it is. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with and move on to the next. Like I said yesterday, I want to get this shock out, so we're just gonna keep rolling. So let's make it happen. So my biggest advice would be to cut this off and replace it. It's actually $12 on Amazon, and it will stiffen your sway bar link up. The Sawzall cut through it like butter, and didn't take that long. So my advice is if you can get it out, great. If not, just cut it out and replace it. And do that way. Yeah. So after we cut this out, we just work on getting the shock out. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. up here there are 3 bolts for the upper shock. I recommend removing them about halfway, then coming back down. There are brake lines on this shock. If you break that brake line that goes around it, you will not be able to find it. 3SX is a company that sells them. They're about $100, I believe, each, and there are 4 sides. So my best recommendation is to take your time with it. Every other brake line I would replace. They're super cheap, and it just improves the health of your brakes because they're 30-year-old brake lines. So yeah, once you get that off and you just take your time with it, it comes off real easy. Mine at least did, and I'm gonna do everything I can to get a good set. So yeah. Okay, so this is day 3 now. I got rained out yesterday and we're back at it. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be taking a 17mm and a breaker bar, putting it on that bolt there. Back here, there is another 17mm. Now, we're not going to take this out because you won't be able to get this fully out. If you crack this, it'll be a lot easier to do it now rather than if all the weight's on here. But then after that, you're going to come down here. As you can see, there's a bolt here, 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 and here. We need to take all these out. So we're going to start by cracking, and then we're going to come back and we are going to take these out so this whole control arm comes out nice and easy. So yeah, let's get to it. So I apologize because the next footage you're going to see is a little bit glitchy. It was something to do with my SD card. You know, I'm learning. This is my first time trying to make a video like this, so I apologize. But all you need to know is there's 14mm bolts, 17mm bolts. We take the control arm out, and then we make a custom tool for the CV axle. If you guys want another video on that, I can do that for you. And yeah. So now that we got this control arm out, we are going to try and get this CV axle out. So these are typically pretty difficult to get out. I think my plan is, I saw this thing on TikTok. It's basically where you cut a wrench in half, you stick it behind the CV axle boot, right up in here, if I can fit it, and you just impact it and it comes off. If not, I do have a crow's foot, but I do want to really try this impact thing, see if it works. So let's go make that tool. So basically what I did was I took this old broken wrench and I cut it in half. Came over here to my sander and I just sanded it down until it could fit in this socket. It didn't fit in the 10, so I just sanded it down enough till it fit in the 9. And now we have a tool to hopefully break that CV axle, so let's give it a try. So we got the CV axle out. It took 10 seconds. As you can see, it's right here. Everything looks beautiful. The transmission, nothing is damaged on the bell housing. It's just leaking a little fluid, so I stuck the paper towel in there. I recommend you make this tool 100%, dude. It didn't take long. Took me maybe 5 minutes, a couple minutes of sanding. Just a 9mm, and this is, I think, 7/16 wrench. So it went flawlessly getting everything out. But this is our conclusion to this episode. We now have the entire front. Let me show you. Entire front is empty. We will be taking these off soon at some point. Like I said about these sensors, gonna be cleaning those up too, just to make sure they're all nice. So can't wait to show you guys what's to come with this build. I hope everybody comes back for the next episode, which will be getting the suspension ready to reinstall into this, and I'll show you how to sandblast it, do all that kind of stuff, and show you how to get a good deal on a sandblaster. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, stay committed to your builds, and yeah, keep having fun.